Hello everyone, it's Pat at Beads and Plenty More, and today I'm going to talk about wire wrapping a crystal point. Now this is what a crystal point looks like. This one in particular is tapered from the big to the small. Now you can buy these that are tapered the other way. This one is probably a little bit more difficult to do, so let's do the more difficult one. And this one is a crystal quartz and this one is rose quartz. Now we're going to be working with a little pin vise. That's this product here, and this is one of the handiest little tools I find. It's only $6.20 and you can get nice twisted wire with it. So my measure here, I want 12 inches of 21 gauge square wire. That's this product here, 21 gauge. You can do it with 18 gauge as well, but it's a little harder on the hands. So I'm measuring out 12, and I just put a little bend at that point in my wire. I want to leave it attached to the spool because it makes it easier to work with. So in goes my wire into my pin vise, tighten it up as tight as it'll go, and then you can work with your fingers to hold it at different places, or the nylon jaw pliers work really well for this too. So as we're twisting this, we're going to just move along, twist some, move along, twist some more, and move along. This way we can get a longer length. If you try twisting without holding, it will not twist all the way through. So we'll just give that another twist. And as you can probably notice, the twisting right next to the pin vise is a little bit tighter twisting than the twisting as we go along, because working through the length. Now you can just work that into your design. That's ideal to work in the design. So now we'll go ahead and cut this off at this point because we don't need it attached to the spool any longer. And to release from the pin vise, we just unwrap and pull it out. Oh, sometimes it's in there pretty solid, so we'll just use a pair of pliers. These are nylon jaw pliers, and give it a good hard pull. There we are. Okay, so this first little bit I usually cut off because it's not got any twist in it. Just give it a cut that bit off. And now back to my measuring tape. I want to measure to a point of 3 inches, which is going to be right there. And that's where I'm going to make my bail, which is this top piece for the pendant. I just pulled the middle part out of my pin vise so that I can use it as a round to wrap my bail around. You can use a pen or anything round that works really well, just to get the nice rounded, something sturdy to hold on to. And we'll give that a twist. Now this is fairly heavy wire, so we don't need to put more than even just one twist in is good. And that we can level that bail out a little bit. It's going to sit back too far, otherwise it's circle like that. Now this pendant piece has kind of a flat top. So what I'm going to do is go in and make some shoulders on this piece of wire. So I give it a little twist like that, and the same on the other side here. Just make it a little bit so that it's got the little squarey piece that'll sit this piece in like that. Okay, so this piece is going to be the decorative piece that goes down the front. That's why I measured only 3 inches off, and the rest is going to wrap all the way down the pendant. So we just a simple wrap now, just round and round. Maybe adjust a little bit so that we get lots of wraps on there. And then when we get down here, this is the critical part. We want to make sure we wrap this around the bottom here so that it's going to hold for us, because that otherwise the piece will come right off the top if we don't have that wrap like that. Now we've got a little bit of extra here, so we'll just wrap that back in, get this over here so that I've got my bail sitting on the top of the unit. Push that down a little bit more. There we go. Now this will get cut off. We don't need that much excess on the bottom. Cut it off about there. And go in with my round pliers and we'll just tidy that up into a nice little spiral so that it won't pick to the skin and it looks finished. There we go. Okay, now to make the spiral, this is the fun part. We're going to go in with the fine pliers and right at the very tip and make a really tiny circle. That becomes the center of the spiral, and with the pliers we can roll it around a little bit more. And then we go in with our nylon jaw pliers, hold on to that and wrap. You can also do this with your fingers. It's not a hard wrap to do with your fingers. Let's use the tool and show you how the tool works. So we're going to spiral this up to the point where it's almost at the bail. Then select a flat side on the pendant, and we're going to bring this down to sit on the flat side. And then adjust the bail a little bit so that the cord will go through like that. And this is our pendant coming down like so. Maybe just push that down a little bit. It's a little bit too high. There, we have a wire-wrapped crystal point. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.